Hi guys, do a Gel X full set with me. So I'm actually doing this set on my mom and she picked a super crazy Christmas design. Here's what the design looks like, but I'm genuinely so excited to do it. I love doing hard designs because it helps me improve and get better. But yeah, here's me setting up and getting ready so I can do her nails. Now I'm just tying up my hair, so now we can start. So first we're doing prep. I'm pushing back her cuticle and now I'm using this flame bit to lift up all the dead skin. Next, I'm gonna go with my cuticle nippers and nip off all the dead skin. Now I'm using this like round bit and going up and cleaning around the cuticle. Now I'm gonna use my mini sanding bit. I'm using 240 grit and I'm basically just buffing her natural nails. Now we just have to dust it off. Now it's time for sizing. So I'm just gonna size her nail tips and make sure they fit sidewall to sidewall. Not only can they last longer, but application can go smoother. Now I'm just buffing the inside of the nails so they can adhere better. That is the dehydrating primer that I use by Apres. It helps my nails last so long. For the dehydrator, I just put it on the nail. For the primer, I like to scrub it in. That's the Gel X glue that I use. Now I'm just putting a thin layer on her nail. I'm gonna cure that for 30 to 60 seconds. Just putting some gel on the inside of the nail tip, a little extra at the end. Now I'm just putting the nail at a 45-degree angle and making sure that the application is perfect. Whenever I first started, it was so hard to get my application to actually look good. Now it looks so much better. Now she's gonna put her whole hand in the big lamp for 60 seconds to make sure it's fully cured. We're clipping down her nail. Did 4 magnets, which really isn't that long. But now we're just filing. Here they are after filing. They look so good. Now I'm just sealing the cuticle with a sanding band. Switched out the other sanding band for a new one. And I'm also buffing the nails after I seal the cuticles. Now I'm taking some acetone and I'm scrubbing it into the nail tip near the cuticle area. Just gonna help it last long. And now we're done with application. Now it's time for the design. This is actually my favorite part. It's just so fun to like create something basically out of nothing, I guess. Anyways, we're just doing all the base colors for all the nails. I did 1 coat of like the milky brown, and then I did 2 coats of the milky pink. Now I'm trying to do ombre for the first time, but it actually turned out so good, especially since it was my first time doing ombre. Now we're gonna move on to this peppermint looking nail. This was so fun to do. I love doing the stripes. And now we're doing a French tip on the thumb. So I was kind of running low on storage, so I couldn't record everything we were getting designed. Here's how it's looking like halfway through. Just gonna paint some stripes on this hand. And here's the final result. Thank y'all so much for watching. Jesus loves y'all. Bye.